Coming off the federal election, Halton Hills is now part of two ridings. MP Michael Chong was re-elected in the Wellington Halton Hills North, and MP Parm Gill was successful in winning the new riding of Milton East, Halton Hills South. In my monthly check-in with Halton Hills Mayor Lawlor, I asked how having two Conservative MPs in the midst of a Liberal government will affect her town.
Well, you know, you play the hand you're dealt, Jason, and we're all good at that. But in my experience, you know, the wheels maybe turn a little bit more quickly if you're represented by an MP who's in the same party as the governing party. But that said, in Canada, and certainly it's been my experience with the Liberal government over the last while, that they are very good at ensuring that they provide support to municipalities and Canadians across the board based on principles and policies and population. And so I'm very confident that we're going to be just fine and very well served by this national government and by our elected MPs. You know, the decisions by the Liberals to promote things like infrastructure development and to talking about building housing and so forth was something I was really pleased to hear about, because that involves municipalities, and we know that that's something that's really important for us. We need support from the other levels of government to do that. And actually, I had the pleasure of meeting the Prime Minister a few weeks ago, and what he said to me when he shook my hand was, you know, I'm looking forward to working with you. And I said, absolutely, sir. I am as well. And that gave me confidence that Carney is interested in building Canadian infrastructure, supporting municipalities, and so forth going forward.
Very nice. All right, well, let's bring it home and bring it local here, because it is currently National Volunteer Week all over. But in particular for Halton Hills, what do volunteers mean to the Halton Hills community?
Well, they mean a whole lot, Jason. And I've actually been to several events this week, happily, celebrating all of the volunteers who make enormous contributions to our community. And as an example, the Georgetown Food Bank, which was identified as a Citizens of the Year by our Lions Club just a few weeks ago, they are a totally volunteer-run organization, from their board of directors to close to 200 volunteers who actually make that operation run. And it's a complex organization. You know, I refer to it, frankly, as a social enterprise. It has all of the same aspects as a corporation, a business. They do fundraising, they do public relations, they do marketing, they do management of their inventory, and so forth. So anyway, it's an example of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and that's all about volunteerism. So the contributions are huge.